Hey there! Yesterday I was reflecting on the last few months and I realized I am kinda burnt out creatively. I had another video planned for this week, but I think this is a topic that has some priority and a bigger probability to help somebody. The thing is that I recognize 5 things I am currently doing that I believe led me to this burnout. The first thing and cause of some other points in this video is the fact that I've been out of the gym and sport in general for some months now. Working from home has become very comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Due to the accumulation of editing work, strict deadlines, and possibly more projects than I can handle at once, I have felt that I had to do an extra effort to reach the standards and deadlines I agreed upon. And after a while, even when I had the time and energy to go to the gym, I stayed at home trying to advance as much as I could. Over time, though, my physical and mental health has gotten worse and worse, to the point that I am in physical pain from sitting more days than I would like to admit. As you can imagine, my productivity has also been affected. I am not able to stay focused for long periods of time, and I can definitely see that when it comes to coming up with solutions, I have become slower and sloppier. It goes without saying that shooting days have become harder and they definitely feel like a workout. So, the conclusion here, well, it's crystal clear to me. Going to the gym. I know it's a huge cliche, but humans, we are meant to move. If we don't do it, these are the consequences to be held accountable for. The second thing I do that is for sure contributing to my burnout is the fact that I haven't done anything besides working, for the most part at least. Work, eat, sleep has been my motto for the last season, and my eyes can't take sunlight anymore. I am exaggerating here, of course, but the point is that I haven't explored or taken the time to be surprised, inspired, or try new things. One of the biggest consequences is that I have been creating worse things that compared to my standards in the long run. And this is pretty frustrating at times, especially when I don't get the results I know I can get when I'm sharp. The solution is pretty clear too. Getting out there, letting the sun hit my skin, and making sure that I make time for myself to explore new things like visiting places, new activities. You know what's best for you. But in my case, I am going to make time for movies, getting to nature, creating things for me and this channel, and connecting with interesting people. Another thing that I see making my burnout worse is the lack of a routine. In the past few months, I have spent way too many hours aimlessly in YouTube watching things I wasn't even interested in the first place. Do you feel me? Those rabbit holes are crazy. At the end of the day, my work would be scattered all over the place. But here, I think it's important to mention that I have consumed way too much social media. And I find that to be another reason on its own to be. I am going to make a separate video on that though, so subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to be notified. The lack of structure is something that kills your creativity slowly, I find. In the beginning, you might think it is a freedom to create, but in my opinion, creativity lives within constraints and structures. Limitations are the ones that force the need to be creative, and that's why the lack of structure destroys creativity over time. Therefore, you might already know what the plan is, right? Yep, getting my shit together and going back to building a routine I know works for me. That includes, as I said, sports and gym, meditation, sunlight, nature, and connections with people. Editor Gorka here, and I just quickly wanted to show you what burnout looks like for me. This bureau that you're seeing is what my desk looks like at the moment. Meaning, this is how my mind looks like at the moment. Anyway, after appreciating a little bit of this bureau, I'll send you back in the video. This following point is most likely a consequence of many of the things said previously, but I've been quite impatient lately. I can see how irritated and short-tempered I have become. And there is a big component of being angry with myself for letting this happen in the first place. But that blame won't take me anywhere. I know. I just feel like once I start putting the rest of the solutions in place, they will also be kind of solved. If you have a solution that works for you, let us know in the comments below. And lastly and shortly, I have also been in denial about my mental burnout. I was blaming the workload and other factors, but the reality is that creative blocks also exist and it is only natural. There are cycles also in creativity, and depending on where you are in the process, the best thing to do is to acknowledge it, know where you are, and accept it. I know. After these months, my acceptance tolerance has also dropped significantly. However, I am certain that this is something that will improve once the change starts to happen. If you have any other major things you do and how do you fix it, let us know in the comments below and let's start a conversation. That's going to be it for me today. Leave a like, comment, subscribe and hit the notification bell if you like the video. It really helps me take the time and resources to create more videos like this one. Also, if you are considering going all in into creative endeavors, here's a video where I conclude whether I regret my big switch of careers between engineering and photography and filmmaking. For those who stuck until now, thank you very much, and I will see you next week.